Hello friends, how do you do? It is me, Ryan. My channel is Endless Journey. Just thought it was time to make another video on the subject of sobriety. Today is 108 days for me, so I'll just call this video 100 days of sobriety, 100 days sober. It's a beautiful day here. I have lots of time to make a nice video for you. I don't really have a lot of people who watch my videos, so I don't write a script. I'm just using my iPhone, not my fancy camera, not wearing any special clothes. I'm just gonna run through a few points here. I'll try to speak quickly. So, yes, I feel good. 108 days. I am mentally well, emotionally well, physically well. I have some money, I have some time. So let me just run through these points here. Number one, observations. 100 days sober since January 1st. It is mid-April, something like this. And obviously, number one is greater mental clarity. Oh yes, I used to have a few too many drinks through the week and then kind of be groggy getting up and going to work, and I would forget something, a tool or something, and I would be a little bit scatterbrained. I'd be very slow to wake up. Just didn't have the same sharpness as I do now. My memory, I can tell you my memory is better now. I don't know how to measure that. It's just something I feel is true. My listening, my ability to hear people and listening seems to be better. Just altogether more organized thoughts, and I can just hold more information in mind in a more organized way. Those things are hard to measure though, aren't they? So definitely greater mental clarity, 100 days sober. Okay, I'm just gonna go on now to better emotional balance. You know, like I still get frustrated when things don't go my way. I get angry. If it's a dark, rainy day and I'm all alone, I might feel a twinge of being bummed out or something. I feel a range of emotions. Obviously, I'm human. I'm not depressed. I'm not happy all the time. I'm just human. I have a range of emotions, and I think everybody does. But how we feel that we meet them, the kind of person we are, and how we feel in our tools and our thinking patterns and our emotional state is what counts in how we feel about these little challenges that occur. So yes, I feel like I'm not having highs and lows. I'm not relying on alcohol to drop some dopamine into my system, make me feel happy. I'm not having a crummy day and looking forward to that beer at the end. I'm just kind of more balanced. I'm kind of cruising through life's events, kind of up and down, but still fairly smooth. Again, and this is another metric that's hard to quantify. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. But I think that obviously the mind and the body being well helps the emotional state. And as well, as a sub point, I do feel more confident that I can be sharp mentally, and I have the energy to do my work and to do my chores at home, and that I will get good rest and everything. So that's number two, greater emotional balance. Number three is a no-brainer. It is going to be better physical health. Okay, so that gets broken into my athleticism is fantastic. I'm into cardio, I'm into yoga, I'm into a little bit of kettlebell. Out here on my deck, I have a regimen. I'm into natural fitness now. I'm not waking up hungover. I'm not losing time being drunk. I can sort of chip away at this, do a workout, do another, and build bit by bit. I'm not destroying my progress by having crazy party nights out. And my body, it just has less to deal with managing that alcohol. I'll admit, the first month when I was detoxing, I did have a lot of strange sensations. I didn't know what it was. I just assumed some of it was detox, some of it might just be regular life and working and what I eat and all that. But my physical fitness is clearly improved, obviously improved. I'm sure you can imagine the body has so many things to do in a day and night, and when we drink lightly or even heavily, you're just adding more work, many more tasks for the body to sort that out, all the organs and the blood and everything. So beyond that, there's my sleep as well. I found that the alcohol was messing with my sleep. I was going to sleep slightly stimulated. Well, it's good. Alcohol was good to put me down early, but then I would find I would wake up having to use a washroom, or my nerves kind of just really jittery. So getting better sleeps, because my body is just left to its natural state to just go and have its recharge and not interrupted and with all this artificial additives. So I mean, I think anybody can agree your physical health is going to improve when you leave alcohol behind, even lessen it, okay? So I'm feeling super strong, and I'll be honest, I find other outlets that eating or smoking or whatever, sometimes I do as like an alternate because I don't drink, but for the most part, I'm trying to work towards the purest, most natural. There's my friend, version of myself, as I can. So there we go. That was 3. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going off the top of my head. Number 4, well, clearly I have more money. I'm the kind of guy that I'm like lower middle class. I'm a carpenter. I have enough money. I try to be a minimalist. I have roommates. I have an older vehicle. I like track my finances. So alcohol gets lumped into my food and dining category, but as well I can look at it by itself too. And obviously I'm saving, and it's different for everybody, but for me it's at least $100 a month, maybe 200. By not drinking, I am saving. And so there you go. I don't know how heavy your drinking is or was or could be or whatever, but clearly I have more money. And if I want to, I could just save that money and just feel more secure, or I can buy a nice piece of clothing, or I don't know. It's just, treat yourself if you have that extra money, but clearly I have more money, a little bit more money, and that's awesome. Okay, moving on to number 5. Again, just rhyming off stuff off the top of my head. Time, especially on the weekends when you get used to, when I was used to going out Friday, going out Saturday, and then that time is fun when you socialize, but then the next day maybe I might have gone out late. Maybe I was up till noon or something, sleeping until noon, and then took me a while to get going. So now, on a Friday, Saturday night, I mean, it could be any time of the week, I can read something important, or, do more exercise, or call somebody, or I like doing art. I make a lot of art. That's time I can do art. And then there's no reason why I won't get up early and exercise. I mean, do whatever you like, but let's face it, we're going to have a lot more time when we quit drinking. So there you go. There's 5. I probably won't make this video too long. I was trying to think as well, what are the downsides of not drinking? And pretty much the only one I could think of was that there's a change period where you need to change your habits and your lifestyle, and to be more precise, my social life. So the quitting of drinking doesn't necessarily mean I just want to sit here at home by myself. And I do like going out on hikes in nature and going to the ocean with my dog and stuff, but I do need to be around people. So the only downside of quitting drinking for 100 days was that kind of unfamiliar territory of trying to find new things to fill my time. And I found I would just be more talkative when I was walking around and taking my dog to the park, and going to yoga more. It's a bit social, and then I go to the gym, and just basically trying to be resourceful and or creative in whatever things I am doing differently, aside from going to a bar or going to a house party or a concert or whatever. And in the future, I do want to do those things. I just taking a little time to get my sobriety sort of ways down in a solid way. So the irony of me saying this is a downside is actually right now what's happening in the world is COVID-19, coronavirus. So we, in our home here, I do have 3 roommates. We are trying to be respectful to the social distancing and just kind of hunkering down in the home. So it actually turned out great that I did this because I can't really go and party anyways. So I just really, at this point in my life, I'm 43, I just don't really see much point in sitting here drinking by myself. It's not very productive, and sure, it could be fun a couple times, but I'm just concerned it would just lead me back to just drinking every day again. So my one downside isn't even a downside. I'm so thankful that coincidentally I started this non-drinking thing leading into COVID, and so I'm doing the sober COVID too, and it just works great because what's the point? There's nothing else to do. There's nowhere to go. So I might as well be wide awake and healthy and have money and time and all those things I just said during these strange times, this isolation. So there you go. There's my video. Nothing special. Hope somebody watches it and gets something out of it. I do really enjoy if you put some feedback or you like or you subscribe. I have other types of videos too. So I don't know why I make these. I just do because I enjoy it. So again, my name is Ryan and my channel is Endless Journey. So be well, be smart, be conscious of your decisions, and peace and love. Okay, see you in the next one. Ciao.